Namaste everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for the 500 subscribers. I know it's a small number, but it means a lot for me because it's showing that I am progressing, and that's enough for me. So finally, I'm here to fulfill my promise that once I hit a 500 subscriber, I will do the online meet, and the link is in the description. You have to fill the Google form, and I will send you the emails that when we are going to do that. Second, I'm going to release the how to write, what should we do about the letter of motivation or statement of purpose. So, here I'm going to share the 5 things that you should keep in mind while writing LOM and SOP. Noticing I'm doing this video in English because a lot of people requested me this video and they are not just from India. So, that's why it's in English. But if you guys want a Hindi version, I will do that also. Generally, in Erasmus Mundus application, they ask for the LOM, that is letter of motivation. First, you need to understand is ki letter of motivation and SOP is kind of same, that you have to explain that why you want to join the program and what's the purpose of your application. But once a small difference is one is a letter and second is a statement. So first thing keep in mind that when you are writing LOM is do it in a letter format, like to and end with the thanks and like with regards of that line. So these small changes make a huge difference. So try to remember that how we write a letter, that to this person, addressing the Erasmus Mundus committee of that program and explaining in the first paragraph, hi, I'm this, and I am applying for this program. Just clear them that why I'm writing this letter, what I'm currently doing, and what I have done previously, just like a year ago or something. That I'm right now doing my job and I completed my bachelor's from this university. That's it. Just a small, brief introduction just to clear them. Second thing that you should keep in mind, that is the most important thing, is they don't know you. Remember this, they have no idea who you are. Okay, so write this letter as you're telling a story to that person so he can relate with you. He, while he's reading this letter, he can imagine you as a person. Oh yeah, that his eyes are like this, his beard or whatever. So literally when you read a novel, read a story, how you imagine a character. So not like, hey, I'm doing this, hi, like, hey, I'm Prachi, oh, I think I'm brilliant student and I should get this scholarship, I have this idea, blah blah blah. Yes, that is, I feel, very generic. You have to show them who you are and you can only show it as your story. That's what I did and it worked for me, and I hope it works for you too. So I'm telling you how I write my story as. So in, like I mentioned in first paragraph, I just mentioned that I'm Prachi and I'm submitting the application. I'm working and I completed my bachelor's a year ago. Then I started from my childhood, that how I got this dream, how I started my education, how I started my bachelor's. So small connection, making a story. Then coming from your childhood, you comes to your bachelor's. What happened in your bachelor? You explain it to them. Then what happened in your internship or a job or whatever is happening, like a flow, from childhood, from college, from internship, and how you even reach to this idea of submitting an application for a master's scholarship. So explain them everything. That was my strategy. Like I'm gonna show them who I am in simple language. Okay, so coming to the third thing that you have to keep in mind, I have been reading your LOMs that you have shared with me, and a common mistake I have noticed is that you guys are repeating things. Something you mentioned in your maybe second paragraph is the same thing in the fifth paragraph, and it's kind of like, you know, not good to read them again and again because whoever is going to check your LOM will be reading so many. So you can't irritate him or her, so try to not repeat things. You read your LOM. I don't know how many times. I was reading my LOM every day and I find it irritating. I'm like, it's so boring. How they're gonna like my LOM. So try not to repeat things. And also coming to the repeating things, you have you have a CV, and in that CV you have like your professional information. So now Don't try to use the same information in the SOP as it is. Like, hey, I got my this CGPA in my CV. You have mentioned that, and also you're mentioning in the s in your LOM. So I find it very repeatedly, like repeated, like, try to change it how you are showing that information. That I topped in my class, I'm, achiever, like this. That is showing your skills and not the exact thing that you mentioned in your CV. So you have to like change the pattern or paraphrase your sentences. Fourth thing is, like I mentioned, in your CV you are showing your professional things. Now same things you have to show in your LOM, but in a story format. That, okay, you did this project in the internship, but what happened in this project, what did you learn? Try to show that in your LOM, your personal opinions about that project, and why you did some certifications, but how that certification related to this application. Try to show that. um, Let me give you an example that I did. So I did some certifications about the sustainability. And in my LOM, I mentioned that I was so intrigued about the concept of sustainability that I did these certifications, and I was so impressed and so much motivated that I wanted to pursue it as a career. Simple thing I expressed in a story format, that how it helped me to connect with this particular course. Fifth thing that you have to keep in mind is, yes, we all are using AI. Even I use the AI, but I didn't use AI to write the LOM. I used it, I gave it my own stories to AI, because AI don't know you. You know yourself. So give AI your stories. Like in internship, this happened. I want to mention these things in the LOM, and help it to frame the LOM. So that's what my usage of AI was. And I think by reading the AI paragraphs, it is easily detectable. So try to humanize. That's what I'm saying. Read it as much as you can, and like you can use a lot of. I would not say that use tools to humanize the sentences, because it's again AI. But just simple, like use simple English to explain things. Don't make it complicated, and that shows AI. I think that was what was my tips and what I followed in my LOM. And if something is unclear, you guys can of course comment me and ping me in the Telegram. Uh, just to summarize what I told you, what are the five things that I had in my mind is: first, use the letter format. Second, use a story format. Show them what you are and who you are. Third is, don't repeat the exact language as the CV. Fourth, try to use a story of the things that you mention in the CV. Fifth is, again, humanize your uh, text. If it shows too much AI, they are not interested to read. And if they are doing, I don't know, AI checker, then it will be a bad impression. So I hope I'm clear and I gave some useful tips to you guys. But if something is unclear, like I mentioned, ping me in the Telegram and comment in the video. And I hope you guys are progressing, and see you in the online meeting. Bye bye. Hope you have a good day.